Welcome to Wonderland Cartoon.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little village on the edge of an enchanted forest, there lived a cheerful girl named Little Red Riding Hood. She was loved by everyone for her kindness and her bright red cloak, which her grandmother had made. One sunny morning, her mother called her over and said, "Take this basket of treats to your grandmother who is unwell. But remember, stay on the path and don't talk to strangers." With her basket in hand and her heart full of joy, Little Red set off into the forest. The path was lined with flowers, and the trees whispered as she passed, their leaves rustling like they were sharing secrets. Suddenly, from behind a large oak tree, a wolf with sleek, silvery fur emerged. His eyes gleamed with cunning as he watched Little Red approach. "Good day, Little Red," the wolf said with a friendly voice. Little Red, surprised but polite, responded, "Good day, Mr. Wolf." "Where are you going, my dear?" asked the wolf. "To visit my grandmother who lives in the cottage beyond the forest," Little Red replied. The wolf's mind spun with a plan. "Ah, how nice," he said. "Why don't you pick some flowers for your grandmother?" As Little Red wandered off to collect flowers, the wolf darted through the forest, taking a shortcut to Grandma's house. The wolf reached Grandma's cottage and knocked on the door, imitating Little Red's voice. "Who is it?" came Grandma's voice. "It's me, Little Red," said the wolf. Before Grandma could react, the wolf jumped inside and gently tucked her away in a closet. He then put on her nightcap and slipped into bed, waiting for Little Red. Moments later, Little Red arrived and knocked. "Come in, my dear," called the wolf, trying to sound like Grandma. Little Red entered, feeling that something was strange. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," Little Red said. "All the better to see you with, my dear," the wolf replied. "And what big ears you have," she continued. "All the better to hear you with," said the wolf. "Grandmother, what big teeth you have. All the better to eat you with." The wolf leapt up, but just then, a woodcutter who had heard the commotion burst in and chased the wolf away. Grandma was rescued, and the wolf ran deep into the forest, never to bother them again. Little Red promised to always listen to her mother's advice. And from that day on, Little Red Riding Hood was known not just for her kind heart,